today we are going to talk about the insert tab. As you can see here, we are going to talk about the entire ribbon of the insert tab, right? So going forward, first of all, we have cover page. We have cover page here. There are a list of cover pages that we can choose from, you know, or we can stay glued to our cover page that we have. So you can literally make your changes. You can make your changes how you want your cover page to be, and there are more here. You can come on more cover page from office.com, and then you have more cover pages here, right? If you add that cover page, if you add this cover page, you can remove this cover page, right? So that's it. And then we have blank page also. We have blank page. For an example, if we are working and for example, we only have our cover page. We only have our cover page here, and then we want a page to be inserted down here. Maybe we have other pages, but they have a lot of work on them already, and we want a page in between of the cover page and the other page that is down. We can just come and tap on this blank page, and then we are going to be having another page down here. So as you can see, we have our blank page here. If you click on blank page, you are going to be seeing this, and then we have page break also, right? So literally, you can click on page break to break the page. Maybe you have you were working, and then you have a paragraph that you want to end right there on that page, and you can just break the page from right there, and then you are going to be having your paragraph, being the last on the other page that you book. So that's it. And then here we have tables, right? We have tables. So tables are made for you to neatly, compile your data together, to design your data, to organize them in a neat way so that, it can be outstanding. And then you can come here and select the amount of rows and the amount of columns that you want your tables to have, right? And after, dragging your cursor over them, you can just click it, and then you are going to have your table inserted, right? So, and there are also other ways that you can have your table inserted here, right? For example, you can come here, insert a table. You can draw a table also, right? You can insert the fixed column width has to do with wherein you will be like when you insert your data into the table, the weight of the table will not expand. It will be constant, right? But if you come to auto fade to content, whenever you type something that is longer or that is or wider than this table, you understand that it will change the size of the table, right? The same thing goes to auto fade to window, right? So if you auto fade to window is going to take it's going to take the structure of that page, right? It's going to fit in the same thing it does with the auto fit to contents, right? It's going to fit in on the page. So that's it. So I insert that table, and you can see when you insert the table, right, that another ribbon can appear, right, for customization and styling for your table, how you want your table to be like, right? The visualization of your table. So you can make your table, a quick one. You can design your table here, right? You can add a quick design here, or you can even modify table styles, right? You can tap on new table styles. The table style options, we have table styles, and then you have the borders, right? How you want it to be bordered. And then you have the shadings of the table, right? Yeah. So all of these things you can customize them. You can customize them. For example, let's say we have our table first page, because the reason that we have black in the first place only is because we didn't highlight the entire row. That is the reason why, for example, maybe you want to highlight this row and give it a different color. We can just give it a different color, right? Here you can see our table color has been changed, right? And then borders, we can also give it different border to our table. And then you can see the table property, the table tab, as you can see, right? The table ribbon, and then you can see draw ribbon here. You can draw a table, you can erase a table, right? Yeah. So you can delete or add using this dialog launcher box, right? Insert cell down. So we want to insert cell at the right? So as you can see, our cells have been inserted from the right hand side. We want to do that. And insert row from up. You see our rows have been inserted from up, and insert columns. You see, if you insert columns, right, what it does is it copies the entire table the same size and the same amount of rows and columns that you have in the first table. It add a new one to it. Maybe your data is more than you expected it to be, so you can use this and you can have your table here. Let's undo that. And then left also is the same thing. So that's it. So you can merge your cells, you can split cells, and you can split tables in this, right? So when you merge cells, it means that all of what we had here, it has literally become one row, right? There is no column again. It has become one row. So that is what you call. So if you split it, you there is a dialog box that will pop up also. How many numbers of rows, how many number of columns and rows that you want to be inserted. I'll leave it like that and then insert it. So you have two columns and one row. So that's just it, how to insert it. Literally saw in there first uh when we clicked on the table auto fit. This is the same options that are here, right? Auto fit, auto fit content, auto fit window, auto fit with, you see that? So this is what we saw there. And then we come here, face auto column. So this is the alignment of your table. You can literally, position where you want your table to be positioned, right? Where you want your table to be positioned. How if you want the text to be right in the table, to be on the left, to be in the center of the table, this is the direction of the text. So let's say we have text in our table, right? So this is how our table is looking like. This is how our table is going to be looking when we talk about that. And we also have sort here, right? Convert table to text, and then you have formula here, right? So you can add formula as well. You can convert table to text, right? You have your formula here. So that is that for tables. That is that for tables. Now we will come to pictures, right? Come to pictures. So pictures, you can insert a picture from your device, you can insert a picture from online, right? And there are stock images too that are embedded in this, but you need internet connection to have access to them as well. So you you have access to these for images. Here are some of the images that you can have access to, and then you can make a quick search as well. You can search here as well. Maybe you want something like, yeah, so if you want to insert it, you just insert it like this. So this is a picture that I brought for an airport. So you can just insert it, the, this picture. If you insert this, there is another ribbon that appears for the picture formatting, right? How you want it to look like, right? You can remove the background. You can You remove the background of your picture, right? Yeah, so you can remove the background. You can, undo it, the action, and then you have all of, uh, to sharpen the image. You have brightness here, and there are colors here. Maybe you want them in different colors. You want your picture to be in different colors. You can have it here. Transparency as well. How you want it to be transparent. Yeah, you can literally, and there are options for you to, explore to also. So there are option here is the transparency option, right? So